welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video, as you can probably tell from the title and from the thumbnail, is going to be my autumn winter wardrobe staples. I just kind of want to put together this video and show you all the staple basic clothing pieces in my wardrobe that I really recommend for creating an autumn winter capsule wardrobe. They're just the classic pieces that I wear time and time again, and some of these pieces I've owned for years and I just wear them every single autumn winter season, and I will be wearing them for future seasons as well. It is Black Friday week as this video goes live, and I thought it'd be a great time to upload this video because sometimes I feel with Black Friday it can really encourage impulse buying. So I thought I'd just show you like my staple pieces that I'd really recommend owning in your wardrobe and things that I would recommend buying in the Black Friday sales, because if you are going to shop Black Friday I would really recommend buying like timeless pieces that you are going to get your wear out of, and obviously you can get some really good discounts on. Everything that I feature in this video I'll leave a link down below, and if anything's old I'll try to leave links to something similar, and I'm also going to leave my favourite like clothing stores and my go-to stores for shopping for my basics, and I'll also let you know what kind of Black Friday discount codes they have as well going on. So if you want to do some Black Friday shopping for some autumn winter wardrobe staples, there's just some kind of recommendations down below. I will be trying on all the pieces and styling them up, and I will insert cutaways throughout this video, and I'm going to try style everything with the other pieces in this video as well. But I hope you enjoy it. If you do enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel I'd love it if you could subscribe. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off this video with outerwear, and the first category in outerwear is coats. I live in England, and in autumn winter it definitely starts getting cold here, and it's definitely coat weather. We are now in November and it's definitely cold enough to be wearing coats. So I kind of just wanted to show you my staple go-to coats. Okay, so the first coat is just a plain black coat. This one is a pretty straight, simple black coat, but I find that's great. It goes with everything. It's also really good for layering because it's got enough space in it. It's a little bit more oversized, so it's great for like layering over a jumper. But I find just a black coat goes with everything in my wardrobe, and I think it can also look really smart for wearing in the evenings, for like dressing up an outfit. But then also I wear this during the daytime as well, and it's just a classic piece in the wardrobe, and I would really recommend owning just a black coat. I am more of a neutral dresser, but I do really think like your staples should be in a more neutral colour just so they go with everything, and black obviously does go with everything. I think it looks really chic. It looks really good over an all black outfit, but then can also look really good with just this is sort of kind of any base. Yeah, it's just a staple in my wardrobe, and I absolutely love this coat. I do probably need to update it, like I said, just because this is a few years old now, but it's done me well and it's a really good coat, and I would definitely recommend checking out Zara for coats. Like I say, they are definitely like around the £130 mark this year, but I feel like a coat is just an investment piece and a staple that will last you for many good years if you invest in a good quality one. Yeah, I just think a black coat is an essential in the wardrobe. And then another essential coat I would recommend for your autumn winter wardrobe is just a neutral colour coat. This is very heavy and thick, and it's really warm, but I really like it. It's just quite simple, goes just all the way down. It's quite a long coat. I prefer more of a long coat just because obviously they keep you a little bit warmer because they cover up a little bit more of your body. So I just think it's a timeless classic piece, so it's not going to go out of style or anything. This one does have a belt, which I really like, so you can cinch in your waist, because sometimes like when you're wearing jumpers and coats in the winter season it can look a bit bulky, so just having that belt detail is really nice if you just want to cinch yourself in and give yourself a little bit more shape. Similarly to the black coat, this is just really easy to style. You can kind of wear this over anything, and it is also really good to wear in the daytime or dress up for more of an evening piece. This one is from Asos. Asos do a really good range of coats, and there's loads of different styles, so if something like this style isn't your favourite, you can kind of go for a beige coat in like a different style, like a pea coat style, or maybe something a little bit more like a Borg if you're more into that sort of style. But I just really like this. It's just a really classic smart coat, I think, that is just really good for the autumn winter season and just goes with everything in my wardrobe, and I just wear this a lot in the autumn winter. Okay, and then kind of as a bonus coat, I did just want to show you this one because I do really love this, and if you want to inject a little bit more colour into your wardrobe but still keep it quite neutral and quite versatile, I'd really recommend a khaki coat. So this one I actually got for Christmas last year, and it's from Monki. It's actually quite a similar style to the Asos coat. It's just got the collar and then the buttons going all the way down, and then it does have a belt. This I really love because obviously it adds a little bit more colour than like just the plain black or the beige coat, but I find that khaki goes with a lot of other colours. So I just think it works really, really well in the wardrobe, and it's just a really nice colour coat if you want a coat with a little bit more colour but you still want it to be able to go with a lot. And I just really, really love this. I do think this is more of like a daytime coat. I don't necessarily dress this one up as much for the evenings, but I think it's a really good coat, and I just really like that it's got the black buttons just to tie it in with everything. As you can probably tell, I do really like quite a simple design with the coat. And yeah, I just really think a green coat is a good option if you want something a little bit more colourful but still something that's gonna get a lot of wear in your wardrobe and go with a lot of things. And then the sort of last coat that I would recommend is a practical coat. So for me, this isn't really a style piece, but this is a really practical piece for keeping you warm, or especially in the rain, because this one does have a hood and it's just a puffer coat. I feel like these are very, very popular and have been popular for a good few years, but I just find them practical piece in the wardrobe because, like I say, they do keep you quite warm with the puffer material, especially if you invest in a better quality one. And also this one does have a hood, so it's just a real practical coat. This is kind of a really good coat like if you're going on walks. This is kind of the coat I wear for running errands, or if it's raining outside, this is always the coat I wear. This one that I have got is from Boohoo, so it's not the best quality coat. I would definitely recommend, if you do want a puffer jacket like this, I would recommend maybe spending a little bit more, just because I feel like it is kind of a classic piece that will last you years. I mean, this one I've had for a couple of years already, but I think like if I was to get another one, I'd go for something a little bit higher quality. But I just kind of show you it in this video just because I think it is a really practical piece. This one is a little bit more shorter than the other coats. You can definitely go for like a longer puffer coat if you need something really, really warm, if you're on like a really, really cold climate. But yeah, I think just like a practical coat that's actually going to protect you in the rain and in the cold or like snow and things, I would really, really recommend. And I think a puffer coat is a really good option. I just have a plain black one and it just goes with everything. And although it's not like the most stylish piece in my wardrobe, I wouldn't say, it's just a really practical piece, and I do get quite a lot of wear out of it for that reason, just because it is really, really practical for the weather that we get here in the UK. Okay, and then moving on to jackets. I did want to mention a couple of jackets in this video just because I still find I do get wear out of my jackets. Main jacket that I would recommend is a leather jacket, a faux leather jacket. Obviously there's many different styles of leather or faux leather jackets that you can go for. This is the one that I have this year, which is from Asos. Quite a simple design, just with the collar and the zip, but I find this really, really handy in the autumn winter months. Obviously it's not necessarily as thick as a coat, but you can layer up under this really well. This one is actually quite oversized, so you can like fit a thick chunky jumper under this. But then I also find them really good as an evening piece. If you are going out in the evening and you don't necessarily want to carry around a coat with you, but you do want something because it is cold in the evenings here in the UK, I'd really recommend like a leather jacket, just because it does keep you warm. But this is quite a lightweight jacket, so you can kind of carry it, but you can also layer up under this for the daytime, for when it is really, really cold. Obviously if it's like minus something degrees and snowing outside, this is probably not the jacket you're going to reach for, but I do think it is a really practical piece. I find like a faux leather goes with pretty much everything in my wardrobe, and I just really, really like it. I think they're just a classic piece. Obviously this one is a bit more of a trend led style, just with the more bomber style, but you can kind of go with any sort of style of leather jacket that you want to, whatever kind of fits more into your wardrobe and your style. But this is just the one that I'm loving this year. And yeah, I would definitely recommend a faux leather jacket for your autumn winter wardrobe. I feel like they're just a timeless piece that kind of go with everything, and yeah, I always get a lot of wear out of a faux leather jacket in the autumn winter season. Okay, and then the last piece of outerwear I wanted to recommend in this video, and kind of similarly to the leather jacket, is a blazer. Now obviously this is not as thick as a big coat, but I find at the moment in the UK for November so far, it's been pretty mild, so just wearing a blazer over a jumper has been fine. But then also I feel like you can definitely wear this when it does get colder, similarly to the leather jacket, either like styled up underneath a coat. I think that can look really nice with the layering, especially if you're like a collared coat with like a blazer underneath. I think that looks really nice for layering. But then also this would also work as an evening piece if you just want something to throw on if you're going out. I find a blazer as just a classic piece in the wardrobe, and I find them just really handy to style, and I definitely recommend them for an autumn winter wardrobe. The one I'm showing you in this video is just a grey blazer. This is actually from Forth and Reckless, and I really, really love this. But honestly, any colour that you want, whether that's a black or more neutral toned, I kind of just wanted to include the grey one because I do actually really like wearing grey in the autumn winter season, and I feel like grey is a really good neutral colour that goes with a lot of other neutrals. Yeah, I think a blazer is just a classic piece, and like I said, it's really good to layer with. You can definitely layer this over a jumper and then layer it under a coat as well, or even if you wore like a thermal and then like a jumper and then this, that might actually be warm enough. Like obviously not for the really cold days, but I think it is just a really good piece, and it just goes with a lot. It really helps smarten up an outfit as well if you want to wear this more into the evening. Yeah, I really love a blazer, so I did just want to recommend one in this video. Okay, and then moving on to tops. The first sort of top I wanted to mention was hoodies. I think hoodies are great in the autumn winter season, kind of good all year round. I love wearing a hoodie, and I think they're also a really good alternative if you're not necessarily a knitwear person, if you prefer something a little bit more casual. They're really good for layering, I find. I love like a hoodie layered under a coat, or the blazer or the leather jacket. I just really like that look. So I've got two hoodies that I wanted to show you in this video. The first one is just a plain black hoodie. This one is from Zara, and I find like just a plain black hoodie is a really good option. Again, because it is black, it'll just kind of go with everything in the wardrobe. And it also looks a little bit more chic, I think, than, yeah, just because it's black, I think it goes with everything. I really love wearing like all black outfits, so like this with a pair of leather trousers and then the black coat. And I find like a hoodie is just a really good option in the autumn winter, really good for layering. Putting this on over like just a top and then under a coat is just a really nice way to layer and just add a little bit more interest, especially with the hood as well, like popping out of the coat. I really love the way that looks, and I definitely think a black hoodie is a staple in the wardrobe and just works really well with all the pieces that I'm showing you in this video. And yeah, I'd really recommend a hoodie in the wardrobe. And then the other one that I want to show you is a bit more of a casual style, kind of an everyday one, and it's just a grey hoodie. This one does have a graphic. This is actually from H&M. H&M do some really good hoodies. This one I really love. I love like a grey sweatshirt material. I think it just looks really good. It looks really good with denims. It looks good with like a leather trouser. I even think hoodies can look really good with like more of a smart tailored trouser, just to kind of dress them down a little bit and make them a little bit more casual. And then again, this like underneath any of the coats. I think this underneath the green coat would look really cool because it does have that green graphic on here. But yeah, I'd really recommend having a hoodie in your capsule autumn winter wardrobe, just because they do go with a lot, and I think they're just a really cool way of layering. Really love a hoodie, and they're definitely a staple in my autumn winter wardrobe. Okay, and then I definitely couldn't do an autumn winter wardrobe staples video without mentioning knitwear. I love knitwear. I get really excited to crack out my knitwear every autumn winter season. I think it's just a really good piece, and there's so many different routes you can go down depending on your style and on your preference. I'm only going to show you two pieces of knitwear in this video. To be honest, I could like sit here and show you my whole entire knitwear collection, but I kind of just want to show you two pieces. The first one is the one I'm actually wearing. This is just a plain cream jumper, and this is from Mango. This I absolutely love. I think it's just a really classic piece in the wardrobe. I feel like it just works really nicely, either dressed casually with like a pair of jeans, or dressed up for like an evening with like a satin slip skirt. I love the look of knitwear and satin together, or with like a pair of leather trousers. I feel like knitwear is just a classic in the wardrobe, and I would definitely recommend investing in classic knitwear pieces that are going to last you. This one, like I said, is from Mango, and I absolutely love this. It's really soft. I do find some knitwear is really itchy, and I just don't have time for wearing itchy knitwear. This one is really soft, and I just think it's a classic piece and just goes with everything in the wardrobe because it's in that cream colour, and I just love a cream jumper in the autumn winter season. Obviously you could go with like any sort of colour. You could even go for like a stripe style. A black jumper is always really handy. The other one I am going to show you in this video is just this grey knit jumper. This is just a really good option. Again, really timeless. Looks really good like layered over things or layered under things as well, like under the coat. You could definitely layer under this with like a thermal piece if it's really cold. Really love like just a classic jumper. Obviously you could go for more like a roll neck or like a turtleneck. I kind of didn't want to include one of those in this video because I find like I only really wear roll necks when it's really cold. My preference for a jumper is more of like a crew neck jumper, just because it's a lot more comfortable. It's not like restricting on my neck or anything like that. And I definitely feel like you can layer up with these sort of jumpers to be warm enough in the winter months. And yeah, I just think a classic piece of knitwear is a staple in the wardrobe, and I definitely recommend. This grey one is from H&M, and H&M again I find do really good knitwear for a really good price point. I feel like some knitwear can be really expensive, but I feel like H&M always does really reasonably priced knitwear in some really classic cuts and colours, and it just serves me really well. I feel like the grey as well with the cream goes nice with denim, with like leather trousers, with satin, with like creams, blacks, whatever sort of colour. And they're just both real classic jumpers in the wardrobe. But yeah, I think just like a plain crew neck jumper in a neutral colour you can never go wrong with, and yeah, they just go with everything in the wardrobe and are a staple. And you'll see me wearing both of these to death over on Instagram, and for the foreseeable next few months, even into spring. Like I find knitwear just really carries you through like pretty much the whole year, especially here in the UK. So couldn't do this video without mentioning it. But moving on to tops, this I actually found quite difficult to narrow down, similarly to the knitwear, because I didn't want to show you like loads of different tops, but I kind of narrowed it down to two different styles. The first of those is a long sleeve top. Now I've gone for more of a crop style just because I do tend to gravitate towards more high-waisted bottoms. If you want to go for something a little bit more long line that you can tuck in or wear with like low waisted, if that's more your style, you can definitely go for that. But I just kind of want to show you these because these are just real staples in my wardrobe. If you watched my videos before, you will know I love a t-shirt. Obviously when it starts getting into the winter seasons it gets a little bit too cold to be wearing a t-shirt, and this kind of becomes just my replacement for a t-shirt. I find just a staple basic like this is so easy to style in so many different ways. Like you can wear these with jeans, you can wear them with trousers, with skirts, you can dress them up more for an evening piece. Because they are so simple and plain, they just go with everything in my wardrobe, and I find it really easy. Also, they're really good for wearing underneath things, so if I need to wear something underneath the jumper or underneath the sweatshirts, these are just a really good option. They look good with the coats, with the leather jacket, blazers, whatever. I feel like they're just staples. These two that I'm showing you is just a black one and a cream one, which is what I'd recommend, just the basic staple colours. These are both from Zara. Zara, I've said time and time again, I think are really good for basic pieces like this. These are both really soft, really comfortable on the skin, and they do keep you warm enough, and I think they're just real staples in the wardrobe and things that I would definitely recommend. Like I feel like I invest in these sort of pieces every year just to freshen them up, just because I get so much wear out of them in the autumn winter seasons style. And I definitely recommend a cream and a black as well, just for that versatility. Obviously you can go for like a few different colours or like a patterned one, but I feel like a black and cream is just a staple. And then I feel like I would mention this in every single like staples video, even like a spring summer one, is a white shirt. I just think a white shirt is such a staple in the wardrobe. They're really good just for wearing on their own, especially like dressing up for like evenings. I think they can look really good in the evenings, like layered over like a bralette with some jeans and some heels, or wearing just in the daytime on their own. You could layer like the long sleeve underneath for a little bit of added warmth, or you can layer this kind of underneath a jumper. I feel like you just can't go wrong with a white shirt in your wardrobe. This one is from Zara. Again, like I said, Zara are really good for basics. I'm not sure what Zara are like for their Black Friday sales, but to be honest, even if you had to pay like full price for something like this, I think it's just a real investment piece, because you just can't go wrong with a white shirt in your wardrobe. Okay, and then moving on to bottoms. I've got a couple of different pairs of trousers and skirts that I want to mention in this video, and the first one is a pair of jeans. I live in jeans. These, if you've been following me for the past few months, you will probably know, are my Monki straight leg jeans. I find in the autumn winter months I really gravitate towards a pair of straight leg jeans, but I think a straight pair of true blue denim jeans in the autumn winter months is just a staple piece. They go with everything. You can dress them up for evening with a pair of heel boots and like the white shirt and a coat. You can wear them in the daytime just with trainers and a jumper, just a classic. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too long rambling on about a pair of jeans, because if you know me, you know I love a pair of jeans. I've done a whole video on testing denim jeans, which I'll link in the cards. If you are on the hunt for the perfect pair of denim jeans, I definitely recommend checking out that video, because I style up some jeans from a few different stores. But yeah, just a true blue straight pair of denim jeans I'd really recommend. These ones are from Monki, really good pair of denim. I absolutely love these jeans. I have not stopped wearing them so far this season, and I will continue to wear these for many months. Also, I find the straight leg jeans are really good, because you can actually layer up under these if it's like really cold. Like if you want to wear like some thermal leggings or something underneath, you definitely can. You can kind of do that with all the bottoms that I'm going to show you in this video. So yeah, I think they're just a really good option, and I couldn't do this video without mentioning a pair of denim. Okay, and then the next pair of trousers I want to mention in this video is a pair of faux leather trousers. Faux leather trousers, I feel, come back every autumn winter season. They're just a staple go-to pair of trousers. They're really warm. These ones are actually from Monki. They're pretty new. They're actually new in my wardrobe. I only picked them up recently, but I really love them. And they're actually really nice and fleece lined. A lot of faux leather trousers are fleece lined, so they're really nice and warm. But these, again, similarly to the jeans, are just really good for dressing up and just dressing down in the daytime with a pair of trainers and one of the hoodies and a coat, or wearing for evening. I feel like leather trousers work really nicely in the evening. I feel like they're a little bit smarter than a pair of denim, just with that leather texture. I also really like the look of faux leather against knitwear, so like with this jumper for example. I just think they're a really good pair. These are some straight leg leather trousers. You can obviously go for whatever sort of style you prefer, but I really like the straight leg, just because I do think a straight leg is really good for both day and night. And yeah, these are actually a really good pair of faux leather trousers. I did do a whole video last year of testing faux leather trousers, which I'll link in the cards if you're on the hunt for a pair. But yeah, I feel like a pair of faux leather trousers is just a staple for autumn winter, and they come back around every year. These are kind of something that is always in style, so they are definitely a staple. Can't go wrong with a pair of faux leather trousers. Kind of a good alternative to like black jeans as well, I think. So yeah, really love those. Okay, and then the last pair of trousers I want to mention in this video is a pair of tailored trousers. Again, similarly to other things in this video, I would recommend owning a more neutral pair and a black pair. I feel like my black and beige ones are the ones I gravitate most towards in my wardrobe. So these are just the first pair. These are just plain black pair of tailored trousers. I actually picked these up in charity shop. Charity shops are really good for buying like basics pieces. They just tend to have really good basic pieces in there. The pair of plain black trousers. I love trousers. Again, really good for dressing down in the daytime with just a pair of jeans or a pair of boots and like a sweatshirt or a piece of knitwear. But then also these work really nicely for dressing up in the evenings. They're also a really good option if you work in an office. They're just such a versatile piece in the wardrobe. These are more of a slim leg pair of black trousers, and I really love them. These again are high-waisted, because I do just gravitate more towards high-waisted things in my wardrobe. Just a classic pair of black tailored trousers I think are a staple in the autumn winter wardrobe. And then also just a beige pair as well, just to give that bit of versatility, whether you want to go for more of a like neutral outfit, or you can obviously pair these with like the black top or like a darker piece, so like this with like the black hoodie. I feel like just a pair of tailored trousers are a classic in the autumn winter wardrobe. Again, similarly to the jeans, you can definitely layer up underneath these with a pair of like thermal leggings or something if it's really cold. Yeah, I think they're just a classic piece which will go with everything in the wardrobe. If I'm wearing them in the evening, I tend to gravitate more to the black ones than I do the beige ones, but both would work great day and evening. Yeah, I love a pair of tailored trousers. I feel like they're just a real good staple in the wardrobe, and I think they're also a really good piece to invest in if you are like a massive jeans wearer. I used to wear jeans like all the time, and I feel like tailored trousers just really help like switch up my wardrobe a little bit, but still a pair of trousers that I get a lot of wear out of and that I love in my wardrobe. Okay, and then lastly for bottoms, I did just want to mention a skirt. I definitely gravitate more towards trousers than I do skirts, but I recently added a satin and midi skirt into my wardrobe, and I think it's just a really good timeless classic piece. This is just a plain black one. I feel like that's a little bit more of a staple piece, and one that I would recommend in investing in if you are looking at investing in satin midi skirts. So this one is actually from Boohoo and it's just plain black, but this I just feel like looks really, really nice dressed down for more daytime with a piece of knitwear. I love the look of satin and knitwear together, like just with this jumper and like some black boots. I think it looks really, really nice. But then also you can definitely dress something like this up for the evenings, just with like a little black crop top and like the black faux leather jacket or the blazer. You can definitely like layer up with this and make it a little bit more warmer for the winter months. Like you could wear tights, and then if you wore like under the knee or like knee-high boots with this, I think that would look really nice, and then cover a lot more of your legs so you stay nice and warm. And yeah, I think they're just a really nice piece to add into the autumn winter wardrobe, just for a little bit of versatility and just something a little bit different. And I've really loved wearing this recently, just to kind of experiment and switch it up a little bit. I think they just look really nice in an autumn winter wardrobe. It's definitely become like a staple piece in my wardrobe and something that I'm gravitating towards a lot this season. And I feel like I will be getting a lot of wear out of this in the winter months. Also, I feel like satin is a really good option for party season because it still gives like that sheen and that more dressed up vibe, but without like being in your face sparkles and being a little bit more versatile. Yeah, I did just want to mention a satin midi skirt in this video because this has just definitely become a staple in my wardrobe. Okay, and then the last piece of clothing I want to mention before we get into accessories is a dress. Now, I'm only mentioning one dress in this video just because I'm not really someone who gravitates towards wearing dresses in the autumn winter, but one dress that I do wear quite a lot in autumn winter and I would recommend is a jumper dress. This is just a plain black crew neck jumper dress, which is from Misguided. I find it just a jumper dress is really versatile for autumn winter. Again, I think it's one of those pieces that you can dress up for an evening with like a knee-high boot, or dress down for more of a daytime piece with just like tights and chunky boots. This is just a plain black one. Obviously there's lots of different styles, but I do really, really like this one, and I do wear this one a lot in the autumn winter. And because it is black, it just goes with everything. It's obviously not the most dressed up evening piece, but I feel like it does work well in the evenings. I also really like jumper dresses if you're doing something a little bit more nicer in the daytime with a pair of knee-high boots. Like if you're going to like a Christmas market and you want to look a little bit smarter, or if you're going for like a Sunday dinner or something like that. I also think they're a really good like Christmas Day option. I tend to gravitate towards a jumper dress on Christmas Day just because I feel like they look a little bit nicer and a little bit more put together, but they're still really, really comfortable for eating Christmas dinner in. I just love a jumper dress. I think they're a really versatile piece. Yeah, they're definitely my most worn type of dress in the autumn winter season, so I did just want to include one in this video. Okay, and then just quickly I want to finish this video off by mentioning my favourite accessories for autumn winter. So I'm going to start off with shoes. I've got 3 pairs of shoes. I find this quite difficult to narrow down. Okay, so the first pair I want to mention is a pair of trainers. This is quite a vast category and I feel will depend on your own personal style and what you go for. My most worn trainer, probably all year round and will be for autumn winter, is my Converse. I just love Converse. I feel like they go with everything. They're just the classic black high top Converse, and I just wear them with everything, with the leather trousers, with the suit trousers. I think they look really good like as a juxtaposition against those. Denim, but I think they're just a really, really good option for autumn winter and just a real classic piece. They're also my most comfortable trainers. Yeah, they don't hurt my feet at all, so I just find they're a really good pair of trainers. They're not the best like weather wise, they're not the best obviously for rain with the canvas material, but I really, really love them. I would just maybe, if you're going to wear them in the really cold winter, wearing nice warm thick chunky socks, because they're not the warmest trainers, but I just do absolutely love. They're just my go-to shoe in my wardrobe, so I couldn't not mention them in this video. And then the second pair of shoes is a pair of boots. Now again, with boots you can kind of go down different routes. Ones that I want to show you in this video are these ones. The reason I chose these is because I think these are a really good like day to night boot. These I kind of can dress up for the evening, or I also wear it in the daytime. They're just a real classic timeless boot. They do have like a small heel, but it's more of a wearable heel, and I just feel like they're a classic. These are a little bit more Western inspired, but I absolutely love them, and I would wear them with like all the bottoms and everything that I featured in this video. Just a classic boot, I think, is just a staple. Okay, and then the last pair of shoes is another pair of boots. Now I actually kind of find this quite difficult because the kind of boots that I would actually go for I don't actually own. I have asked for a pair for Christmas, so fingers crossed I do own them soon. I did kind of want an under the knee leather style boot, but one that's like not, it's got a little bit of a heel but not so high, because you can wear them in the daytime really nicely, or you can dress them up for evening. I don't have a leather pair, but I do have a suede pair, so I kind of thought I'd just show you these ones as like a representation. I'll try and insert a picture of the ones that I would kind of mean and kind of the ones that I would gravitate towards, because I think I would gravitate towards more of a leather style than a suede style. But I do still really like these boots, so I thought these would work. These are actually a bit more over the knee, but these are kind of the closest thing I had in my wardrobe that I want to show you. But what I do really like about these is they do have a heel, but it's a very comfortable heel. So it's a heel that I can wear in the daytime and in the evening. So dressing this up with like the satin skirt or with jumper dress just works really nicely. But like I said, they are definitely a versatile boot that you can wear more daytime or evening. And obviously with them being over the knee, they cover up a lot of your legs, so they keep you actually quite nice and warm and toasty. I just really like them. I do want a pair of under the knee leather boots, which I feel like I would replace these out for as a staple, but I thought I'd just show you these as a visual representation because they are the closest things that I currently own in my wardrobe, but that is definitely something that I am on the hunt for and adding into my wardrobe. I think like a knee-high boot is just a really good option for like daytime and evening, and I just love them. And to be honest, you could even wear these like under a lot of the trousers, because a lot of the trousers are more of a like straight or like baggy leg. These actually work underneath if you wanted to. I thought I'd mention them in this video because I feel like I wear them every autumn winter. Okay, and then last but not least, I did just want to mention some accessories, kind of just practical accessories that I'd recommend. So number one is a hat. I personally am more of a beanie wearer than another kind of hat, just because they are really comfortable. I think they look really cute in the autumn winter, and obviously are very practical for keeping you warm. This is just from Primark, and I just find it a real classic piece in the wardrobe, and because it is that nice neutral colour, it just kind of goes with everything in my wardrobe. I do own several different beanies in different colours because I am a beanie wearer, but yeah, just as a practical thing, I would definitely recommend owning a hat for keeping you warm. And then also on a similar vein, just a scarf. Again, I own multiple scarves, but this is just the one I want to show you in this video. It's just a neutral camel scarf. I think this is from Asos because I feel like Asos do some really good scarves on there. They have loads of different options, but I just really like this one. It's just like camel-y coloured with like the string, just really plain and cozy. Just goes with everything in this video, goes with all the outerwear pieces because it is just that neutral colour. But yeah, just kind of some practical pieces that I did want to mention in this video because they are a staple for me in autumn winter because it gets cold and I like to stay warm. So yeah, I would kind of recommend investing in a few different scarves and hats, but I just kind of want to show you the neutral colours because I feel like they are the staples. But I feel like accessories are kind of important in autumn winter, just for switching up your looks a little bit if you're just wearing the same like 2 or 3 coats on rotations. Yeah, I just want to mention those just as a practical element for this video. That is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel like I've rambled on for quite a while, so I hope this video isn't too long. Like I said at the beginning, everything that I've featured in this video I'll leave a link down below, and if anything's old or out of stock I'll try to leave links to something similar, and I'll also let you know what my favourite stores are for shopping my basics down below in the description box, and if they've got any Black Friday deals on, if you want to check them out for any of your autumn winter wardrobe staples. If you did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel I'd love it if you could subscribe. And yeah, I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Goodbye.